This is looting. Now, have you ever found yourself thinking, do you know what? I'd really like to go on a helicopter ride around Damavand Peak. Well, that's what happened to me at the start of this round when I spawned on the helicopter about, 1 second too late. And unfortunately for me, I got stuck with this pilot right here. He decided to take us on a little ride all the way around the map. And I thought, well, this is okay. We're moving forward. We're going towards the objective, and I'll be able to just jump out over the map. Unfortunately, our pilot had other ideas. I was thinking, yeah, this is great. Yeah, just pan across to the left now. Just to the left now, please. Where are we going? He's going to try and attack the C-ram from behind. Oh, they've set the charge. I think I had better get back to the base. What is he doing? The fact that the enemy have already moved down to our base, and yet this guy seems to be obsessed with moving towards the spawn. I don't know what he was doing, seriously. Anyway, they've armed both the targets, so obviously we needed to get back to the base very quickly and try and take control of the situation. Now, I'm running with the Scar L, and several people have asked what my opinion is of the Scar L, and my opinion is it's a pretty decent gun. That's all you're going to get. You can see from my gameplay how it handles and blah blah blah. If you want to try it out, I would suggest that you equip it and try it out. So basically they've just moved extremely quickly down to the base and overwhelmed us. It didn't help that we didn't have people on the ground because that helicopter was screwing us around at the start, and he's providing little to no support for our team at all. I was dropping smoke, try and provide a bit of defensive cover. We've got a Humvee in the base, so I was calling out to my guys that we need to deal with that. And you can see these snipers, people obviously trying to get in a position above. So when you're in a situation like this where the base has been compromised very quickly, the first thing you need to do is to clear the base. So you don't want to just sit on the target, you want to move around and make sure that you're actually... There's our pilot! What the hell? Oh my lord. Anyway, yeah, you want to clear the base out. That just made me laugh seeing him be there. I've forgotten that part. Okay, we need to clear the base. So what I'm doing right now is doing like a sweep of the base. You can see that all our guys went back over to A, marked the targets, cleared that area. Then I saw there was no one back over here at B, so what I'm doing is I'm making sure to move back, marking, seeing this area, just observing, okay? Because what you don't want to have when in a situation like that where you've been rushed really hard, you don't want to end up with 1 or 2 people hiding somewhere in your base who are then going to respawn another 1 or 2 squads immediately, and you'll just get yourself overwhelmed again. You can see right now that I'm the only person really on this left hand side. Everyone else is screwing around in A, and just had to kind of clear those guys out. They're just literally running straight into the front of our base because our team are poorly defending and just allowing them to walk into the base. Basically they're just walking in the front door. So it's really important when you're playing on a defense game that you look at the map and you look where everyone is. So try to look at my map whilst I'm playing out, because you need to do it in game. What you want to be doing is looking at the map, look at your weak points. Now if you see right now on the map, look, everyone came over to B because there's a few targets, so therefore I'm running back towards A because there's no one covering this area, so you need to be covering this area. As I said on another video, this 2-story building here is quite nice. It does leave you open to snipers, so you want to be a little bit careful about that. And also you see as well, you rarely see people get marked other than when I'm marking them, which irritates me. Marking is really good because marking allows you to show your whole team where someone is. And if you don't get the kill, it doesn't matter because what you're saying is there's a person over here. And in a game, especially on console, when you may be playing with a lot of blue randoms who will not have any communication with you, it's your one way of letting them know. And also, it's just a good way of turning people's attention, because often these red dots don't come up very often. When they do, you'll see people suddenly turn their attention because they're like, ah, there's enemy here. And what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to put a bit of fire, but I'm also just trying to observe. Just mark, communicate, and cover this area here. And this is often a role that I play in the game. And it means that you don't always get the most kills because you're not the person running in after the things. The only time I'll move forward towards an objective like this is if I think that people aren't going to be able to handle it. I'm not moving forward right now because I see I've got Base and Cody both on the objective. My situation is better that I will sit, cover and watch for anyone else incoming, like this guy right here. So instead of everyone rushing to the objective as soon as it was armed, if you stay cool and try and just stay in control of the situation, manage everything well, you're going to hold better, because if you rush in like that, what's going to happen is you will then lose control of your outer area, okay? The extremity of the base, you're going to lose that, and in doing so then they'll be piling in on you again and again, and then what will happen usually is they'll punch through that sort of close area. And by maintaining my position up here, you see, I'm not on the ground, and I'm able to clear these guys out as they come into the base. And as well, I got the mark on that guy. So even though I didn't take him out, I got the mark. And able to just follow that up there. And something that I've talked about before, as I've said, is the golden circle rule. And I am going to do a specific video about this, just as one-off video. But basically the rule is you need to be staying roughly around a distance that allows you to get back to the objective in order to disarm it. So if you're so far away, you see Trev, he's gone right out on the right there. Now that's okay, because we still have roughly enough people. But now, having said that, look, the guys moved right over to the right hand side, and they left B2 exposed, and now it's allowed them to get the arm again. And this is something people need to be aware of. People often feel like, okay, we're in control of the game now, we've cleared them out. That is the mistake. You should never assume that you're so strongly in control of the game that you can just abandon the area of the objective. You need to stay on it within a localized area so that you can maintain that regular control over it. That was a bad res call by me, I shouldn't have resed. But he did pop up like as I was about to res. Luckily base survived, but I think if I'd been getting res there, they wouldn't. Okay, also on the comms there, I could see that guy killed, and I was calling out to my guys. I was like, okay, there's one in the ground floor 2-story building, now there's two, now there's three. So you're letting them know numbers, you're letting them know locations. I'm just dropping a grenade to try and cover my kind of exit area, bit of fragmentation. And again, looking at the map right now, what I was doing on the map, I was like, okay, we've got a lot of people on the right, no one on the left. So I moved up on the left here to try and cover the area. I'm just marking targets for my guys, I'm not actually opening fire. And you can see this guy walked straight in behind me, and that's because we don't have enough people over here on the left hand side. It was only me, and I was trying to move forward. Look on that right hand side. I probably should have stayed back here on the left like this and just kind of kept control of it. You see our guys have moved up on the left now they realise they're flanking. So you see again and again what's happening is they're not making choices, they're just reacting. Their reactions are too late. They're moving to an area after they've infiltrated the base, and the reason for that is that they're constantly chasing kills. What they should be doing is covering areas better. And again, looking at the map, those guys that were over there on the left, I left them because they were over there. Now they've moved away, so I'm going to have to go back again. And you can see what I'm doing right here, just covering this area. And I find that I have to do this regularly in games, is filling in the gaps when people leave. And look, it's very, very obvious that the enemy are going to be able to predict where you were, and they did. The moment I went over there, that guy was respawning, and that's how they managed to get the plant before. So that's been my little overview for Damavand. I hope you've enjoyed some general defense tips and just some thoughts there. Please leave your comments, and more to come on the way from me. Thanks for watching.